guys. I was eating lunch and then I thought maybe I would do another chatty lunch vlog because I'm just feeling really stressed out, very upset. I was doing so much better. I was feeling so much better. My anxiety was so much better. My depression was so much better. And today I keep fighting back tears. I keep feeling like I just want to cry. This is what I'm eating. It's beans, brown rice, mixed veggies. It's pretty much what I eat every day for lunch lately because it's cheap. But also, I don't need like fancy stuff to be happy, like with my diet and stuff. I'm so scared that I'm not going to find a job that pays what I need to make in order to survive living on my own. And what if the new place, like what if they don't like me? What if I end up losing that job really fast because they just don't like my personality? I'm really insecure about my personality. Ever since I've lived in this state, I've felt like people in this state just don't like my personality. I'm sorry if I'm not looking very much here. It's just that whenever I see the pain in my face, it makes me want to cry more. So it's easier for me to just look at food. See? I'm so stressed out. I do appreciate that they gave me 30 days notice. That is definitely very helpful because I couldn't afford it without it. But it sucks whenever a job does layoffs and you are included in it. I talked to my department manager about this yesterday, and he said he did everything he could to try to save our department. And it was making him feel bad because he kept thinking, what if there was something he could have done better to prevent this from happening? But it just wasn't working the way that he wanted it to work. And I asked him, what about our department wasn't working? And he said he couldn't get clients to buy our service, the service that we provide. And he said no matter how much data he provided showing how much better it is to go through our service rather than a really generic one that's not as specialized as ours, they didn't want to pay the extra money for it. I mean, it costs like twice as much to do the stuff that we were doing. But what we were doing was a lot more in depth. It required analytical thinking, critical thinking, precision, very detailed, and data analysis. We use that data to show them which advertising campaigns are the most successful for them. And he said that our department's never been as good as it is right now, that we were doing a really good job. And it was not anything against us. He just couldn't say that. He did say that he's going to write letters of recommendation for all of us. So that's nice. I've had employers that said it wasn't their policy to do it, so they wouldn't do it. So that's nice. And he said, unfortunately, there wasn't even anywhere where he could promote us. He said, I'm a very smart person and a very good worker, and he wanted to be able to keep me, but there was just nowhere to promote me because he had to do layoffs throughout the entire company. Our whole department got removed from the company, basically. Like, the department just won't be there anymore. But throughout the rest of the company, there were like individuals that got laid off, and they got walked out right away. Our department was given a 30-day notice, and we were told before any of those people were told. So it was kind of a really sad, intense moment whenever I saw HR walking past, and she looked really sad, and she was carrying a bunch of boxes over to the person's office because she knew that she was going to have to take those boxes to people, have them load up their things, and walk out. I don't know if anyone throughout the rest of the company got a 30-day notice, so that was like, they definitely didn't have to do it, so I am grateful for that. And at the same time, I'm like so stressed out, so upset. I'm feeling so sad and so scared. I can't catch a freaking break. My life needs to be renamed Can't Catch a Break, the mini-series. Seriously. I mean, what kind of luck do I have? Like, what the hell? Finally starting to feel less depressed over the fact that my boyfriend got deported. Let me repeat that. My boyfriend got deported. What? Like, how does that happen? Most people never have to utter those words. My boyfriend and I broke up because he got deported. And then my roommate stopped paying rent. And he moved in his girlfriend, and she lived there for 6 months for free. And the landlord said there was nothing I could do to make them pay or to make them move out. And I finally moved out, paying everything by myself. I did pay everything by myself this month. I was feeling so happy that I made it through the month of November, paid everything, and had a little bit of money left over. I was like finally thinking like, okay, I can do it. And I was finally less scared. That was literally Monday. Finally feeling better for 3 weeks out of the last 2 years. Monday, I said, I have been doing so much better. I'm so happy, but if it follows the pattern of my life, especially my life in the last 2 years, as soon as I finally utter the words, I'm so happy lately, something horrible's gonna happen. And I used the example like, lose my job. That was Monday. Thursday, I got notified about the layoffs. I'm losing my job. Is there some sort of force out there that just doesn't want me to experience what happiness is? It's like, oh no, she's had too much happy. Better cut that shit off right now. God, just can't catch a break to save my life. I feel like most people don't go through the level of like extreme hardships that I go through. Losing jobs, losing family members, losing animals, losing relationships, having health problems, all at the same fucking time. And over and over and over and over and over again. And most of it's stuff I have no control over. So it's not even like I'm doing things to make these things happen. I had no control over this layoff. I didn't do anything to make this happen. I had no control over Cleon not getting his visa. I didn't do anything to make that happen. I mean, I guess like I could have just not dated him, but whenever I met him, I had no idea about the visa situation. I didn't know about that until a couple of months before the visa letter came and told him that he wasn't getting it. And at that point, I was already pretty attached to him. And he was so confident that he was going to get it because he said he's always been lucky. Apparently, my bad luck is contagious. It rubs off on people. All gone. I am so stressed out. I took a part-time job tonight, the one that was going to help me supplement my primary income so that I could afford to live without my roommate. Because if I work that job just 3 nights a month, I will make up, it pays so well enough that I will make up the $700 that I'm not going to be getting from him each month. Now that's going to be my only job. I really hope I find something soon. I talked to the staffing agency. They said that they're going to try to find me something as soon as possible. But the thing is, it's really hard to find my type of work for my pay because I have so much experience in it. I have close to 15 years of experience in what I'm doing. And most people that do what I'm doing have less. And they can be paid half the amount of what I'm paid. So they could pay someone $12 an hour to do what they could pay me like $25 an hour to do. And yeah, I do it better and I have better accuracy and everything, but whenever they're looking at numbers and they don't know me because they haven't hired me, they're not thinking about that all the time. So I have to find offices where that's exactly the type of person they're looking for. And it's hard. It is so discouraging that I absolutely can't survive on $12 an hour unless I get a roommate. But even if I get a roommate, $12 an hour is going to have me pretty poor. I'm so stressed out. Thank you for having lunch with me. I have to get back to work. I'm a little late. Every single time I do these lunch vlogs, I end up running late. I normally don't, I promise. Literally the only times I'm ever late coming back from lunch are the 3 times I've done a lunch vlog. But we don't like clock in and clock out, so it really, they're not super strict about it. And right now, my boss is kind of like extremely lenient. He's kind of with the attitude of, we're just going to do the minimum that we need to do to run our department. We're not going to be, there are very few expectations right now. So, yeah. I'm sorry that this is such a downer. Do you relate? Do you relate to what I'm saying? Is your life one series of unfortunate events in which you cannot catch a break? Do you feel like normally, instead of like my last boyfriend said that he's usually very lucky, do you feel like your luck is usually default unlucky? Like I do? Do you feel like every time something starts to go right, everything just goes wrong like I do? Please let me know. Give me examples. Tell me I'm not alone. I need to calm down before I get back to work. I need to stop looking at myself because it just makes me cry, because I'm very empathetic. So if I see someone in pain, I feel their pain, and it works the same way if I see my own face. Because whenever I see my own face, it's not like I'm looking at myself, it's like I'm looking at a person. That's a weird way of saying that, but I guess I don't think of myself as a person. And so if I see pain in my face, it's like whenever I see pain in anyone's face, then it will make me cry. Because I'm like, oh, that person right there is in pain, and I feel for them. I would cry if I saw your face in pain too. God damn, I'm so sensitive. I need to calm down. I'm in the gym again. Again, the room that I think only I use. This place. I love this water bottle. I do recommend it. It's the Camelback Groove. Right here, there's a filter in my straw, so I put tap water in there and it turns it into filtered water. My tap water is gross. Now, whenever I drink it through this, there's a carbon filter in there, and you can replace that, and you can replace this. Now, whenever I drink it through this, it tastes so much better, and it keeps me hydrated, and I can pull this up, put this in my purse, and just have water everywhere. I'm never without water, so I'm better at staying hydrated, at least. I should do a video that's like a tutorial on how to look like you haven't been crying. I have so many tricks I use so that whenever I go back to work, I don't look like it. I should do that. My video is getting really long and I am quite late, so I will talk to you later. Bye.